Continue our team coverage with something a little bit different. We're live inside a vehicle. Everyone is safe. We have someone driving the car, and we have Kaylin Hagwood
in the passenger seat. Yeah, she's down in Charleston. And for those of you who've been following our storm coverage all day, you know, Kaylin and Walker Lawson have been in the streets of downtown Charleston, which look very different than they did, let's say 4 or 5 hours ago, Kaylin.
That's right, Darcy. The fact that we're even able to drive through this area is really indicative of how things have changed. I mean, more and more people are getting out. I don't know if you guys can see down there, some people walking their dogs, going for a jog, really just trying to kind of getting out in the city, coming alive again after really being empty, which is so not characteristic of this area. In addition to the floodwater starting to recede a bit, we're seeing, you know, a lot of tree limbs down, and the officials are cleaning that up. They also had quite a few roads that were still blocked off because of those floodwaters, so I'm sure some of those may be beginning to come open. And as we're on King Street right now, so this is the main drag where folks might go and, you know, go shopping and things like that. Walker showed you guys that a little bit earlier in the show, but we're coming up on the Battery, which if you visited the area may be a place that you're no stranger to. And this area, I am sure, was really a concern earlier today because of that 7-foot storm surge that was expected. And again, we saw some very, very strong winds, some very strong rain. I mean, I had my hat on. It knocked my hat off because it was just so strong as it was coming through. And to now we say the calm before the storm. This is the calm after the storm. Certainly beautiful downtown Charleston returning to its beauty. And you see local law enforcement down here making sure everyone's safe. It looks to be some construction that has been underway well before we were out here. But again, people able to get out and kind of enjoy themselves again as downtown Charleston returns back to its glory.
We have seen people walking the streets of Charleston, and that gentleman on the bicycle just now. Have you had a chance to talk with residents down there, Kaylin? Do they feel like they've dodged a bullet with this storm tonight?
You know, I don't know if they would say dodged a bullet. It really kind of seems to be two ways. You have residents who say, hey, you know, we are getting out of town. We had to leave. We're getting in hotels and all the things. And you have residents who say, you know what, it's just a Cat 1. We are going to ride this thing out. We're here in Charleston. We've seen it all. And so it really is sort of split in the way that people are responding to this storm. And but yeah, people feeling thankful definitely that it wasn't any worse. And, you know, as the days and the hours go on, we'll get to see a full scope of what all damage Ian has done. But for now, the folks who are getting out are just feeling thankful and happy really to be able to get the dogs out and have them get to use the bathroom and be a little bit more calm in this area.
About the low country for folks who are from that area and know specifically what happens in downtown Charleston when it rains. The water comes in quickly, but it also recedes quickly on a good day. And it appears that we can dub today a good day when it comes to Ian's impact on the low country. Now, further up the coast, not so much. But in Charleston, Kaylin and Walker have seen what happens when a Category 1 hurricane hits the low country.
And we'll be right back.